And a very warm welcome to all of you. It's time for the final dress rehearsal for India and New Zealand in their second and the final warm-up match to be played at the Gabba in Brisbane. But the news from Brisbane is that it's raining there. In fact, the match that was being played earlier there between Afghanistan and Pakistan, that was washed out. And now India and New Zealand, that warm-up match has been delayed. But what can we expect from this? The first thing we've got to know is that it's raining at the moment, so toss is delayed, and the cutoff time is 4:16 p.m. Indian Standard Time for a 5 overs a side match that can be played. The cutoff time for that is 4:16 p.m. Indian time. But for now, the match is delayed and things not looking very good at the moment because it is raining cats and dogs. But India versus New Zealand, this was going to be an interesting one because, New Zealand in a World Cup is a completely different side to New Zealand in bilateral series. They may have lost the warm-up game against South Africa, but we know that when they get into their big matches, they end up doing well. Ashok Malhotra is here with me to just preview this game, India versus New Zealand. Sir, how would the two teams how would they be approaching this game, with India having won their first warm-up game, but New Zealand losing, and not just losing, but that collapse of getting out for 98? I mean, that must play on their mind.
I think it is one bad day in the office. Sooner it is out of the way, better it is. Because we know that New Zealand, when the real thing starts, then they're a different side altogether. I mean, they're always the dark horse. They have the dark colors. They have the all black caps, if I may call them. But they're always surprised. If you look at the recent World Cup, they're always reached up to semi-finals or finals. And they've surprised most of the teams. Because they're a one side which does not have a superstar. But the team is a superstar. All for one for all for one kind of attitude they play with. And they are under no pressure. Like Team India is under pressure from billions of people's expectations. They are under no illusion, no pressure. And they play freely. And they enjoy the game. And then they challenge most of the time. See, look at South Africa. They are under pressure from their nation. Yeah. India is under pressure. Pakistan is under pressure. Even Australia. Because they are a sporting country, they will be under pressure, but not New Zealand. I know because rugby is their main game. So that is where the thing is. So they play very freely. That is why they are so successful.
I also want to ask you, if this is your final dress rehearsal, this is really the last game where whatever little doubts that you may have with team combination, role of a particular batter or a bowler, you can just figure that out. This is the last chance. So how would teams be approaching this final warm-up game? For example, I mean, in India's case, what would they look to do? Because will they see this as the final chance, the last chance, or will they even want to rest some of the players, who have been playing, someone like a Surya Kumar Yadav?
See, maybe they might give a break to Surya Kumar Yadav. He has been batting beautifully, but why should you give a break? If he's enjoying his batting, he's scoring runs, let the form continue. I would like to give Surya Kumar Yadav a break. What I would like to be very, very keen to is how Shami bowls. Will he get 4 overs? Because that will be a dress rehearsal for Shami if he has to spoil the Rohit Sharma party. Because he has already announced his 11 to most of the players before he landed in Australia. So will he change his mind? Will Rahul change his mind? Will he force them to change their mind? So that is a $1 million question. For me, the only change which I can feel is one of the fast bowlers will have to make way for Mohammad Shami if he bowls well in this game. Otherwise, the team is more or less settled. There's no hope of Rishabh Pant getting in because Dinesh Karthik is a certainty now in the side. So they will not like to ruffle any more feathers. The team 11 is already made up in their mind. They have informed this to most of the players who will be making the 11.
Which then takes me to the next question, sir. In case of Mohammad Shami, when you've given such a performance, and today I don't know if we don't get to see a full game, what happens then? Do you then say that, that performance was so good that we'll just take a chance with him? Or would you say that no, we're not going to risk it and go with the 11 that they've already decided?
See, Meha, you or me would have been coach and captain, then definitely Shami will get a game. Because it will definitely play him ahead of Harshal Patel. Because Harshal Patel is still finding his feet in international cricket. He has not bowled in Australia, where Shami is the seasoned campaigner, and he's got the pace. One thing lacking in this Indian bowling lineup without Shami is they don't have pace. All of them are slow, medium pace, at best medium pace, bowling at 130, 131, whereas most of the other side has 140 plus bowler. So Shami is the one who can touch 140. He can be aggressive with his pace. He can bowl well in the power play, maybe over in the middle over, and maybe an over in the slot. So he's the guy who is an answer to most of the problems for India. Where how well he bowls, that we will wait and watch. But as of now, because of his experience, because of how well he's done at international cricket, and then not to forget how well he bowled in the only over he got. Yeah. So you can't keep him out from the team.
Also for New Zealand, sir, now we know that they perform much better in World Cups. But this team coming into the World Cup, they were in the final of the tri-series that they played against Pakistan and Bangladesh. Kane Williamson scored runs. Devon Conway is in form. Michael Bracewell did well for them. This team has looked good. I think they've only lost a couple of T20 internationals this year. So overall, even if you look at the form of this New Zealand team, that's been good.
Yeah, it is good, and I would say if I would be New Zealand manager or coach or captain, I'll say it's a one bad day in the office. Let's not forget about what we're doing on the park. And I think, as you said, they have informed players. Another name you forgot is Drew Mitchell. Yeah. He's been phenomenal in his work. Conway is a good player. Guptill is a good player. Williamson is just getting back into form. He's the one who the team revolves around his batting. So they have all bases covered kind of a team, and then they have got guys like Trent Bolt, who is a phenomenal bowler for them, and not to forget they have a good enough spinners. So they have got a kind of a team which is all bases covered and team full of all-rounders. That is the good thing about them. It is not that they got 5 bowlers; they have got more than 5 bowlers, and plus when it comes to batting, anybody can put his hand up and deliver for New Zealand. That is the strength of team New Zealand.
Yeah, somehow you always see with the Black Caps, so they're under the radar most of the time. No superstars, but always deliver, always get through to the knockout stages. Last year, they were the finalists and want to obviously go one better this time around. But there's something about this team. If you had to support one team other than the country that you're from, I think in cricketing world, it's New Zealand. It's one of the most loved teams out of all the other teams.
Yes, sir, definitely, and they're nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in Australia, it's a joke. Who says who's an educated Australian? They said a Kiwi. So that is what it is. So they're nice people in general, nice people who play cricket the hard way, and then not to forget, they're not superstars. They're not playing for their image or their average. Whereas when you talk about Team India, everybody's playing for their image and average. And even a whole India is concerned about how many runs Virat has got. We're not worried whether India has won or not. How many runs Virat has got? How many runs Rohit has got? That is what how we treat our superstar. We are in awe of our superstars. Whereas New Zealand, it is one team, one unit, and that is why they perform.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about some of the key battles that one can look forward to as and when this match begins. Hopefully, we get some respite from the rain at the Gabba. But so one big key battle is Rohit Sharma versus Trent Bolt. We saw what happened last time around in the last World Cup. But Rohit Sharma's problem with left-arm spinners, that has been a problem. And that's something that New Zealand would be happy about today, and that's also something that other teams will, will want to use against Rohit Sharma.
Definitely, Meha, because he struggles when the ball comes back, especially Trent Bolt. It's a dress rehearsal for him because he'll be playing Shaheen Afridi when we play Pakistan, when the real thing starts. So it is kind of a dress race. So he might have some kind of a game plan how to adjust to the incoming deliveries. Even KL Rahul, both of them. So the thing is, this is a dress race. So it couldn't be a better thing for them than playing against Trent Bolt, who brings the ball back in a big way and can trouble them in early overs. So it will be kind of a dress rehearsal. I hope they pull it through, and it will give them the belief and the confidence when they play Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Which then brings me to the next question, sir. I don't know if you got the chance to watch Shaheen Shah Afridi bowl, but at one point he'd taken 2 wickets, conceded just 4 runs in his 2 overs. Got hit for a few more runs in the next 2 overs that he bowled. But he looked like he was in form. He didn't look like he was coming back from injury. Saw that rhythm that one expects from Shaheen Shah Afridi, and he's going to be a handful for all the teams if he's bowling that way.
See, he's getting better with every game.
Yeah.
First game, if you know, he didn't bring any ball back in. It was everything because he was not bending his back. But now he bent his back. He brought the ball into right-hander, the way he hit the toe of Gurbaz and pulled Sazai, and not that he got 2 wickets. He could have got 4. He was very unlucky with that in first 2 overs.
Yeah.
But he was generating pace. He was bringing the ball back in, which is good news for Pakistan. But probably bad news for Team India. We'll have to wait and watch. But we have to, if India has to win this game, we have to go through the first 2 overs of Shaheen Shah Afridi, because he's the one, because both our openers are a bit suspect when a left-hander brings the ball back in.
Absolutely. Okay, let's also talk about Kane Williamson now. It's been a problem with a lot of captains going into this World Cup, sir, be it Aaron Finch, Temba Bavuma. Kane Williamson has also been somebody who's been struggling. Strike rate is low, hasn't been getting runs consistently. He would be happy, and his team would be happy, that he scored a 38 ball 58, I think, in the final of the Tri-Series. But overall, one of the other batters, in case Mohammad Shami plays, and I think in the warm-up, in all likelihood he will, because India would want to give him the opportunity. But that's interesting as well, because Mohammad Shami has also dismissed him 5 times and has really dominated that battle between Kane Williamson and Mohammad Shami. Kane Williamson, the role of Kane Williamson in this team, how dependent is this team at this moment for Kane Williamson to do well? Or do you think that without Kane Williamson now they have a lot of other batters who can come good on any given day and win you the match?
See, Kane Williamson is such a guy, Neha, who hangs around, who plays the role of a sheet anchor. When he stays put, he plays 20 overs. And if he gets 80 odd runs, the team ends up getting 200 runs. Because they have got big strikers. The Conway is there, Guptill is there, then Drew Mitchell is there. There are a whole lot of them. So the thing is, they need, he's the anchor around whom the entire New Zealand innings revolves around. So it is a must for them. If New Zealand has to do well, Kane Williamson has to stay put and play an inning. Because we know once he gets settled, it's like Virat Kohli. Once he gets settled, then he can play big dog, not early on. So, but he has the knack of scoring runs when chips are down, his knack of putting up a big score when the team needs.
I just saw right now, there was a match on between Ireland and Scotland, and a brilliant partnership by Camphor and Dockrell for Ireland to win this game against Scotland. Sir, a lot of people were talking and saying that, oh, the real World Cup begins on the 22nd with the Super 12s when Australia take on New Zealand. But it seems like in this World Cup so far, we've seen a lot of drama already. I mean, this has become quite an unpredictable World Cup.
It is, and believe you me, West Indies is definitely in trouble because he's got both Ireland and Scotland as the team, and the way Ireland played today, it's unbelievable. They're playing fearless cricket. That is what I'm liking about Namibia, Scotland, Ireland. They are challenging our test-playing nations, definitely. And believe you me, the attitude of West Indies shows they are definitely in trouble because they might lose to even Zimbabwe today. You never know the way they're playing, but Scotland and Ireland has been very, very impressive. So has been Namibia, although they lost the last game. But it's a open group A is a very open, and we might see Sri Lanka being in India's group as
runner-up.
a team runner from Group
Group
A.
A.
So it might become a group of death because Sri Lanka has beaten us in Asia Cup. So it is not going to be easy. But the fact is, the cricket has spread all over the world, and these they are not minnows because I played in Scotland for 12 years as a pro, and cricket is being played there for almost 100 years in Ireland and Scotland. Played in both the countries.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The fact is, yeah, so the fact is they are good enough players, but now they're coming of age. They are trying to compete with the best, and they have some phenomenal plans.
Yeah, and also just I see a sense of complete fearlessness there in all these teams. They're not awed anymore, I guess, because a lot of their players are playing in different leagues around the world. They're not awed by bigger nations. They want to go out there and do well, and that's why we've seen Namibia do well. Yesterday, the hat trick from Mayappan, Karthik Mayappan for UAE, that was fantastic to watch. So we've been seeing some brilliant action already. But Ashok Malhotra, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll get a match, even if it's a rain truncated one, because India and New Zealand need some kind of warm-up, just before they take on, India take on Pakistan on the 23rd in New Zealand, Australia. But thank you so much once again. That's it then on this preview show. News 9 Sports is what you need to subscribe to for all the latest. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.